Vogues are making a statement at the top of the leaderboard. And the Kingfish just got... Are we starting a comedy duo? Because I'm feeling it. Enemy got me. Placing a pop. We've got the Kingfish returning to the arena. Motion detection active.
RPG en route.
Vogues land.
The roads are working together seamlessly.
Reviving. Back in action. The Vogues have returned to the arena.
Here's hoping they've got their footing and can dodge that this time.
The powerhouses keep the momentum going.
It's really difficult to budge the powerhouses when they're united like this. A contestant is weaving through opponents.
Reinforcing the area. Here's some cover. The first half set the stage. Now let's...
Every play, Scotty.
Deja vu for the Kingfish as they suffer a new team wipe. The Mighty got the cash box.
Going over there.
The Kingfish have respawned.
Going over there.
Let's see how they bounce back.
Retaliation is built. Explosive mine out.
The Kingfish are in danger of losing their spot in the competition. The powerhouses got the cash box. Pushing back into the arena with all their might, it's the mighty Team Respawn.
They've had time to plot their comeback. The powerhouses better watch out.
The Vogues have taken the top spot. The Kingfish swooped up the cash box.
Well, this is quite a surprise. Our game has transformed the arena into an arcade-like battleground, complete with descending aliens.
Hold on, you're back in no time.
Okay, let's go. The outcome of this match will be decided in overtime.
The mighty are keeping it strong. Cash out in motion. place, the Vogues. Enemies up!
Proximity sensor active.
Marking the line.
Impressive steal by the Vogues.
Now that's how you play to win this game show.
I guess that cash out isn't going anywhere. Nice anti-theft play.
Throw a two grenade. Going things up.
And there's another vault available for our cash-hungry teams.
Two grenades set.
Talk about walking the walk as the Vogues claim top spot. They'll be eager to keep strutting their stuff in the next round.
And the mighty logged an impressive performance to advance to the next round too.
The Vogues, the Live Wires, the Socialites, and finally, the Mighty. Focus, folks, focus. We're back and buzzing for round two.
With clear skies above, it's a perfect evening for our contestants to turn calm into utter mayhem.
Fresh and polished, the arena stands ready. But will it survive the onslaught?
Threat detected.
The Vogues are unlocking Vault 2. We've got some trigger-happy contestants out there
Drop
today.
the mine.
Love it!
Trigger-happy but strategic, Scotty. It's a delicate balance. Deploying a surprise.
The socialites kick things off with precision. Cash out initiated.
Back in play. We've seen our first team wipe, and it's not pretty.
Spotted an enemy.
Protection. With an air of coolness, the Vogues steal a cash out.
Planting a buy. Ah, that was so well played.
I'm reloading.
The socialites have returned to the arena. The Vogues are leading with flair. Astounding, a total team takedown by a contestant in the Vogues. And it all attempt to cash out. Nice interception. What a way to open the match. The mighty land the first cash out.
Every move counts right now, Scotty. This is their moment.
The socialites are dazzling the crowd. They're opening Vault 3.
Cash out C, let's go.
The socialites got hold of a cash box. Cash out for the Vogues.
The Vogues are demonstrating great teamwork in the arena.
Making it look easy, the socialites start a cash out.
A contestant is finding stringing together one elimination to another.
The live wires are opening Vault 4.
Setting a mine.
It's gonna blow.
The live wires. The midpoint is here, and the stakes are climbing higher.
The stakes couldn't be higher.
The socialites have been shown the door again with another team wipe.
Drop the mine.
Mind the mine.
The Vogues are proving their class as they take control of the match. The socialites.
RPG away.
Trouble is crackling for the live wires. They've got to boost their output fast.
Engage at Vault 5.
Strategies unfolding like a high high-stakes chess match. Our contestants are rewriting the playbook. I love it.
That chess match vibe is exactly why this show keeps me hooked.
I'm gonna use that zip
We're at the
line.
end of this game show event. What a spectacle!
Gotcha.
A bite being taken out of a vault by the mighty. Impressive focus from the Vogues there.
Arming a mine!
There's even more money on the line thanks to a new vault arriving. The Vogue's getting ready to pile into a vault. The socialites have been wiped out again.
Time to trade those party shoes for combat boots. Grab your snacks and stay put. Overtime means the match just got longer.
Cash out launched by the live wires. Watch closely. The socialites have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
Retaliation is on the cards. The mighty will need eyes in the back of their heads.
A power outage might be looming for the live wires. They need a spark to stay in the game.
Looking for movement.
Good grenade out! The socialites are out of favor again as another team wipe hits home. 10 seconds left. Well, the Vogues are the team to beat in what promises to be a sensational final round. And mighty close to the top, the mighty secure a commendable second place and will gear up for our two-team clash.
Okay, folks, it's the big show. It's what we've all been waiting for. It's the final round. All right, the Vogues versus the Mighty. Last battle, best battle, bring it.
And we're back. For our final round, the first team to reach 50,000 in cash will be victorious. What do you think, Scotty?
June, I think that you stole my thunder and announced the game rules for me. Oh my, it's been a long day. The Vogues are trying to leave their mark. They're unlocking Vault 1.
Contestant down, and with that we have our first elimination of the match.
And not even a polite hello before they got started.
More than words.
The Vogues are setting the stage. Progress underway. Just like that.
Yes, that will seriously tip the odds, but they might tip back.
The Vogues are back in vogue. Team respawn.
I bet they feel unstoppable. If I were the Mighty, I'd watch my back. Planting the mine!
Cash out goes to the Mighty. Let's see whether they can keep that momentum going.
I'm going for that zip line.
The Vogues have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
Time for a payback after that team wipe. The Mighty better brace for impact.
Pushing into Vault 2, it's the Mighty.
Deploying a surprise!
The Mighty will need to try again. Team wiped.
I'd say, oh, how the Mighty have fallen if it weren't so cliche.
Cash out set in motion by the Vogues.
Moving, follow me. I'm going down there. I'm on your tail.
Let's see how far they can take it.
The Mighty won't want to make this a habit. Team wipe again.
And with that, they've gone from will to may to might, and that's a grammar joke, Scotty.
Another misstep on the runway for the Vogues. Team wipe.
It seems they couldn't find their runway to success.
Pushing into Vault 3, it's the Mighty. Dive for the Vogues, only no one caught them. Team wipe! The Mighty swooped up a cash box.
Gonna use that zip line.
The Vogues are re-entering the arena. Out started by the Mighty. At this rate, they could possibly be celebrating a tournament victory with all of their might.
Motion sensor active.
Telling how this will play out.
I can feel the energy in the air, Scotty. This is going to be unforgettable.
winners, the Vogues. From all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching. ready for some vertical action, folks. Our contestants are about to battle it out amid the skyscrapers of Seoul. Here we go. The Vogues, the Ultra Rares, the Jet Setters, and finally, the Boundless. The showdown starts now.
Hold one, move.
The usual strategies go out the window as cash-out stations take a ride on moving platforms. Stylish move. The Vogues are opening Vault 2.
Our contestants clearly mean business today, Scotty.
Our match is in full swing.
Full swing and then some. There's our first team wipe, and it's not a pretty one.
The Vogues got the cash box.
Charge for cash out B.
The Jet Setters are re-engaging.
They look enthusiastic. The Vogues will want to stay clear of them or be ready to face the payback.
First cash out underway. The Boundless kick things off.
Gonna jump! Enemy, up there! Threat detected, up there!
Cash out underway. The Vogues are showing their style.
Hold on to your respawn credits! Honey, I'm home! Reloading!
Cash out steal stopped dead in its tracks by a contestant. That's how you play. The Boundless take the lead.
Mine to mine! Throwing some goo!
The Ultra Rares are re-engaging. The Boundless will need to reboot. Team wiped.
They're in a bind now, Scotty.
Impressive steal by the Ultra Rares.
Aggressive and impressive.
The Ultra Rares are living up to their name, claiming the top spot.
Secure Vault 3!
The Vogues are opening Vault 3. Snatch! The Vogues just cashed out. The Vogues are The Ultra Rare swooped up a cash box. The Boundless are re-entering the arena. As we pass past the halfway point of the match, you could cut the tension with a knife, or an assassin's dagger, or a cheese slicer.
This is intense! Explosive
The ultra-rare set things in motion. The Boundless are forcing open Vault 4. The Boundless got hold of a cash box. Nice play by the Boundless, kicking off a cash out.
Drop the mine! Goo grenade out! Throwing goo grenade!
One of our contestants is having fun with our destructible environment
Setting a
today.
mine! Goo grenade out! Danger at cash out C! Fired up!
A wild match here today with plenty of technique on display. It's giving us goosebumps.
Indeed, Scotty. You can almost feel the tension in the air as the teams try to outmaneuver each other.
The Ultra Rares are in a class of their own at the moment. And just like that, a new vault has appeared in the arena. Yikes! Team wipe for the vault.
Goo grenade set!
The Boundless to their stash. Cash out complete. There's a fresh vault up for grabs. The tension is rising.
Isaac Newton would not be happy with this. Everything from contestants to grenades are going to move differently.
A knock at the door of a vault from the Ultra Rares. Atrophy or skeletal deterioration during our low-gravity event. It's all fun and games in the arena.
They have a cash box! Good! Enemy down! Opportunity knocks once again as we head in.
Cash out in progress. The Ultra Rares are making it done. Oh boy, the Vogues will strut their stuff on the sidelines for a bit. Another team wipe.
I hope they are planning on making this a trend. Yep. They got me. Explosive mindset.
30 seconds to go, folks.
Let's see who can rise to the occasion. Set a rocket. Mind the mine.
10 seconds.
Scanning that area.
And the ultra rares earn a victory. Will they win more than once in a blue moon? We'll find out next round.
And also moving to the next round, we have the Boundless. Nicely done.
The powerhouses, the Kingfish, the Ultra Rares, and finally, the Boundless. It's top two or go home time. The pressure's on.
Get to vault one. A sun-kissed day with great visibility in the arena. Let's hope our contestants show us something new under the sun.
As of now, the arena is spotless, but that is about to change. The Boundless breakthrough, opening Vault 1.
Starting back now, our first elimination has kicked the match into high gear. We've got our first team wipe. Things are heating up.
The lifeless. They've been wiped.
The Kingfish makes an early splash. First cash out started. The Boundless are back and ready to avenge that team wipe.
Things could get dicey if they cross paths with the Kingfish again. Reach through up there!
The powerhouses are in action. Cash out initiated.
A contestant is moving from elimination to elimination.
The Ultra Rares will have to polish their strategy from the sidelines. Team wipe.
They might be rare, but they're not in mint condition anymore.
Ha! June, you're bringing the A game today.
Back in action. Deploying a surprise. Missile fire.
Kingfish swim ahead. Open the match. The Kingfish left the first cash out.
Look at members of the Kingfish never leaving each other's side. Great teamwork.
Has completed a cash out. The stakes just jumped with a new vault on the field. The Kingfish grabbed a cash box. Cash out set in motion by the Kingfish. Halftime. The tension is rising by the minute.
Right you are, Scotty. There's no time for a break, as anything could happen in an instant.
Endless possibilities ahead as the Boundless have started a cash out. The powerhouses will need to try again. Team wiped.
Right now, somebody hit the generator.
The powerhouses are re-engaging.
Opportunity for retaliation, I say. Will it be backlash for the Boundless? Planting a mine!
I know what it's like to be in the arena. The energy, the pressure, the triumph. And today's action is a testament to that spirit.
You're right, Scotty.
The Kingfish completed a cash out. It's the ultra rares. Focused and efficient, the powerhouses just cashed out.
Very impressive. They turned a steal into a cash out. Wakey, wakey, back to the battle.
The ultra rare swooped up a cash box.
Diving here. Tumultuous turn of fortune as we've raised the damage levels in the arena to new extremes.
And just like that, a cash box changes hands, and it's snapped. A setback for the powerhouses. They're down again.
They've been knocked down to their foundation.
Only a minute left for our
match is heading into overtime.
Cash out. There's a breach over at a vault by the powerhouses.
Going for the revive.
30 seconds.
Scotty, hope you're not feeling the pressure.
Ouch! The Kingfish suffered a wipeout.
Swimming upstream, they'll need to respawn. Literally.
10 seconds. In the final round.
And they'll meet the powerhouses who will need to power press their way to victory in our upcoming two-team clash.
action unfolds in historical Kyoto, where old meets new in a clash that promises to be as gorgeous as it is intense. All right, the Vogues, the Retros, the Live Wires, and finally, the Ultra Rares. Let's hit the ground running. A mobile challenge awaits. The cash-out stations are constantly shifting locations in this match. Vault 1 is being unlocked by the Ultra Rares.
They've all been training for. Let's see who stands
Impressive steal by the Live Wires.
But will there be consequences, Scotty?
The Retros are setting the pace. Cash out started. Fantastic steal by the Vogues.
The first team wipe is in, and the arena is buzzing.
That momentum going.
That's championship.
Ouch! The Ultra Rares suffered a wipeout.
Have just been served. Well done. Team wipe.
Vault 3 is being opened by the Vogues.
Enemy down there.
The Vogues grabbed a cash box. Cash out completed successfully. The Vogues are initiating a cash out.
Every second feels like a lifetime, Scotty, and I love
The Ultra Rares find themselves calm in this round, wiped again.
I'm sure they're hoping those wipes will be few and far between.
The Retros are busy unwrapping Vault 4. Contestants successfully guarded their cash out, blocking the steal.
Move out!
We've got the Ultra Rares returning to the arena.
The vibe is shifting. The Retros could be in for some serious repercussion. A contestant is on an elimination streak.
The Ultra Rares lose their luster once more. Down again.
Too bad, because winning is the true collector's item here.
The live wires are re-entering the arena. The Retros keep it old school. Cash out in progress.
Go for a steal on D.
They just cashed out. An excellent economic forecast in the arena as we've got a new vault.
Watch out!
The Ultra Rares have collected another unfortunate team wipe.
They're as common as a four-leaf clover in the arena now.
The Ultra Rares have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
Looks like the laws of gravity are taking a coffee break in the arena. Contestants should expect a bit of a floating feeling.
We've got an energy surge in a vault. The live wires are opening it.
The clock is ticking and the teams need to step up.
Which June tells me has not led to any revisions to the standard model of physics. Thanks for that, June.
The votes are proving to the world that they mean business. 2 cash outs in a row. Overtime. Let's see which team can handle the pressure best.
A contestant is dishing out some destruction. Good riddance. Complete teamwork for the Vogues.
That's not a trend that I recommend our contestants follow.
Impressive steal by the Retros.
Outgoing gas grenade!
The finish line is near. Only 30 seconds left.
This is the final sprint.
The Vogues are back on the scene.
Great great enthusiasm, the Retros won't want to loiter around. They'll be first on the payback list.
10 seconds left. The Vogues won with style and are strutting directly to the next round. Other teams will need to crush their swagger in the upcoming match.
And after a strong...
Beaming to you live from Las Vegas, the City of Lights is about to witness some electrifying battles as our contestants take center stage. Now, the Tough Shells, the Overdogs, the Ultra Rares, and finally, the Shock and Awe. All right, it's showtime, folks.
Shadows dominate the arena, but our contestants are determined to make their mark in the dark.
For now, the arena is in perfect condition, like a blank canvas waiting for the chaos of competition. Vault 1 is being unlocked by the Shock and Awe. The Overdogs have made the opening move. First cash out underway.
Cash out's going.
The first team wipe has happened. That's gotta hurt.
Impressive steal by the Tough Shells.
Danger at cash out B. Going over there. Going over
The
there.
Overdogs will need to try
Watch
again.
out, over here. Watch out, over here.
The Tough Shells have cracked the competition and started the match.
Retaliation is about to hit hard. The Tough Shells need to get fortified.
Vault 3 is being pierced by the Tough Shells.
A contestant's elimination streak is heating up and showing no signs of cooling down.
Thanks, friend.
Mind the mine.
The Shock and Awe deliver a shocking performance.
Defend Vault 4.
A new vault, that's a new chance for a new dance and for a romance. Another team wipe for the Overdogs. They're game today. The Tough Shells picked up a cash box. Overdogs just made their return to the arena. Tough plays from the Tough Shells. Cash out underway. Destruction and mayhem characterize the first half of this match. I can't wait for what comes next.
The teams need to maintain their focus if they want to come out on top.
The Tough Shells are taking charge of the match. The Shock and Awe spring into action, unlocking Vault 4.
Let's go.
The Shock and Awe picked up a cash box. It's not looking good for the Ultra Rares. They have to act now.
Explosive mine arm. Goo grenade set.
Tough break for our Tough Shells as they suffer another team wipe.
They tried to climb up the competition, but ended up getting shut. Planting a mine.
The Tough Shells are coming back out of their shells. Team respawn. The clock is ticking and the stakes are high. Every move is a daring leap toward victory. What an amazing performance so far in this round by the contestants.
High stakes and bold moves. This round is absolutely mesmerizing.
Cash out in the bag for the Overdogs. The Ultra Rares are struggling right now.
A contestant is on a roll, people. They're moving from one elimination to the next.
Tough Shells cracked once more, folks. Team.
Somebody just soften them up, Scotty.
We have an anomaly at a vault. The Ultra Rares are breaking in.
Things about to get downright devastating. celebrating in the arena, as any damage is about to be magnified, amplified, and intensified.
Control fast. Looks like we have a new vault up for grabs.
Vault 6, go!
Just 1 minute left.
It's crunch time, Scotty.
Ultra Rares will have to polish their strategy from the sidelines. Team wipe!
If they want to win, that better be something of a rarity.
Only 30 seconds left. Every second matters now.
The clock is ticking.
10 seconds. Dropped a bombshell on the match, taking the victory. Their competition will need to avoid standing in awe of them next round.
The Overdogs also competed well and will be seeing them in the next round. The powerhouses, the Kingfish, and finally, the shock and awe. Step lively, folks. We're back for another cash bonanza. As the evening sun casts its glow on the arena, our contestants prepare to unleash chaos and destruction in pursuit of fame and glory.
The arena looks ready for action like a suit freshly pressed before the big event. The Overdogs are rising to the challenge. They're opening Vault 2.
Every contender now
No more niceties out there.
It's all business from here.
The Kingfish reel in the action. First cash out underway.
The first team wipe has dropped, and it's massive.
The shock and awe have been wiped.
The shock and awe are back. Rotten luck for the shock and awe. Another team wipe.
That'll be a shock to their system.
The shock and awe have taken up arms and are charging back into the arena. Team respawn.
Retaliation is on its way. The Kingfish should be on the lookout.
Our first cash out goes to the Kingfish. Let's see whether they can keep that momentum going. Cash out completed by the powerhouses. We've got the overdogs returning to the arena.
They certainly look determined. The powerhouses could be their first target. Setting a mine!
The overdogs are rising to the challenge. They're opening Vault 4. Yikes! Team white for the Kingfish.
They're floundering, Scotty. I'm going up there!
The overdogs swooped up a cash box. The overdogs are going for it. Cash out initiated. The first half was a roller coaster, and I'll be first in line for the next.
These teams are showcasing their best for the world to see. Okay, let's go!
The shock and awe find themselves on the receiving end again.
That's an absolute shocker, Scotty. Two cash outs in a row. The powerhouses are fired up.
Heads up! A vault just hit the arena. The shock and awe just made their return to the arena. shock and less awe as the shock and awe get hit by another team wipe.
That probably shook them up a bit. And we're going into overtime. This could change everything, Scotty.
The powerhouses have kicked off a cash out. The shock and awe are re-entering the arena. Cash out started by the overdogs.
That was unexpected.
The overdogs stumble again. Another team wipe.
They lost the sense of victory that time.
The shock and awe have returned to the arena. Impressive steal by the Kingfish.
Fortune favours the bold, Scotty.
We just entered the last 30 seconds of the match.
Every second counts, Scotty.
The shock and awe are back in play. Smashing final round.
And the Kingfish are also casting their net into the two-team clash. Can they haul in victory in this tournament?
Exactly where I hoped this was going. Fortune Stadium. Our sponsors have gone all out to make sure our viewers are in for a real treat. And now, the big splash, the tough shells, the overdogs, and finally, the socialites. Get ready for a wild ride.
Grab your SPS. There's lots of sun here today and good visibility.
This polished arena won't know what hit it once the competitors get started. The tough shells opening Vault 2. Reloading. The big splash are unlocking Vault 1. Great move by the big splash. First cash out started.
Marking a pivotal moment.
The tough shells scooped up a cash box.
Oh, they've been wiped.
The overdogs are re-engaging.
We could see a bit of tit for tat if they meet the big splash again.
Go to cash out B.
A timely lead for the tough shells.
Acknowledged.
Leading the match. The overdogs have been wiped out once more.
It's all gone to the dogs for them, Scotty.
The big splash are accessing Vault 3. The overdogs are back in play.
A triumphant return but if I were the Big Splash, then I'd be looking over my shoulder.
Steal cash out B!
The Big Splash picked up a cash box. It's all action now. The Big Splash have started a cash out.
Going for a steal on C now.
Just past the halfway point, and the teams are giving it their all.
Stay with us, folks.
I'm going down
The
there.
Tough Shells secure their earnings.
The Tough
Take on
Shells'
board.
coordination could leave their opponents shell-shocked.
A new vault just dropped. Who's ready to make a move? Down go the overdogs again. They'll dig their way back. Vault 4 is being unlocked by the Tough Shells. The overdogs are back and ready to avenge that team wipe.
Retaliation is about to flood in. The Big Splash will want to get out of the way.
Back in play.
The Big Splash got hold of a cash box.
Moving down there now. Go to cash out station. Enemy has a cash box.
Find the line!
Whoa, rapid-fire takedowns. A contestant in the Tough Shells just wiped out several opponents in one go. The Tough Shells got the cash box. It's a rough round for the Socialites. Team wiped.
Socialites have been wiped out.
The Big Splash aren't going to water down the intensity here as they complete a cash out. The Socialites are re-entering the arena. A cash box has a new owner in the Tough Shells. Let's see how they use this opportunity. The Socialites are pushing into a vault.
The arena is becoming a physicist's dream as the familiar rules of gravity are being tossed aside.
Picked up a cash box.
The Socialites grabbed a cash box.
Just
for
like
cash
that,
out
we're
A
getting a
now.
little extra action in overtime.
The Tough Shells have commenced a cash out. Our contestants are probably contemplating a track and field career, at least in high jump, as our low gravity event continues.
Deploying a surprise!
Cash out set in motion by the Socialites.
Initiating a
Another washout for the big splash. Tough times multiply.
Reloading.
10 seconds left. The tough shells look solid all the way through this match. They grab the top spot and are moving on to the next round.
And let's not forget the big splash. They've earned their position in the next match too.
long jumps, folks. Prepare for a breathtaking match as our contestants navigate the dizzying heights of Skyway Stadium. Here we go. The powerhouses, the kingfish, the tough shells, and finally, the big splash. And they are off.
Warm evening colours in the sky can only mean one thing: magic hour with good visibility in the arena.
Contestants may need to reach for the sky to find cash-out stations, all while staying nimble enough to chase other objectives on the move. We call it up, down, left, right.
And with that encounter, we've got our first elimination.
No more niceties out there.
It's all business from here.
The big splash are unbolting Vault 2. The big splash got the cash box.
Deploying a surprise!
Charge is set. Gas line set.
Goo grenade set!
Planting explosives.
The tough shells swooped up a cash box.
Dropped a mine! Sending a rocket!
And there we go, first team wipe on the board.
The tough shells start a cash out. Impressive steal by the powerhouses.
Goo grenade out. Steel grenade. Going in.
What a way to open the match. The big splash land the first cash out.
Putting their full potential on display here.
The powerhouses will need to reboot. Team wiped.
This round is becoming a bit of a fixer-upper for them.
Talk about having a trick up your shell. The tough shells steal a cash out. The powerhouses just responded full strength.
Back from that hard exit and ready to rock. The tough shells need to look out.
Shells completed a cash out.
A brilliant steal led them straight to that one.
A strong push from the tough shells has put them in the lead. At the halfway point, every move matters more than ever.
The suspense is off the charts right now.
The Kingfish are trying to rule the waters, unlocking Vault 4. The powerhouses grabbed a cash box. Folks,
Going up
misery
there.
loves company. The Kingfish will have to regroup again.
Steel on
Power
C.
is
Going in.
power. The powerhouses kick things off. The Kingfish have respawned.
Who's ready for a hard-hitting payback? The Tough Shells might be up next.
The Tough Shells are initiating a cash out. The Kingfish are facing a run of bad luck. They just got wiped out again.
Okay, let's go.
Our contestants keep pressing forward in this match. A really impressive effort in the arena.
Ah, the old press forward instead of retreat strategy. Textbook, Scotty, textbook.
The Kingfish are back.
I bet they'll be looking for some payback. The Tough Shells better reinforce their defenses.
They got me.
The Kingfish are at risk of being knocked out of the tournament. We've got a new vault. That could add inflationary pressure to the elimination stats for this match. The Tough Shells banking a successful cash out. Money may not grow on trees, but a new vault just appeared in the arena. Time's running out. No room for mistakes now.
Exciting, Scotty. Try not
Setting
to
the
bite your
line.
nails too much.
The powerhouses swooped up the cash box. It's getting siphoned by the Tough Shells. A bad break again for the powerhouses. They'll want to recharge.
They couldn't keep the roof from caving in on their game plan.
Back in action.
It's crunch time. Only 30 seconds to go.
Fatal failure, Scotty. Who will seize the moment?
Run to cash out B. Gas line on. Sonar grenade out.
Explosive mine placed.
This is it. 30 seconds left.
Anything can happen now.
And the Kingfish just got hit by another wave. Misfortune loves a target.
They'll need to learn to swim with the sharks out there.
Just refuse to buckle. They finished in top spot, meaning that they're the ones to try and break in the next round.
Our runners-up also forged ahead in this tournament. Well done by the Big Splash.
The mighty, the tough shells, the retros, and finally, the big splash. Time to pump up the pace. Round 2 is here.
With the sun lighting up the arena, it's a golden opportunity for contestants to shine.
It's a rare sight, a perfectly intact arena. Let's see how long it lasts under pressure. Vault 1 is being opened by the retros.
We've got our first elimination and the tension is palpable.
Peace time is close.
Absolutely, the real game begins now. Eyes on the arena, everyone. Looks like we've just witnessed our first team wipe, people.
The tough shells have kicked off the action. First cash out is active.
Arming a mine.
The retros are re-engaging.
Find the mine.
Where do you get all this material from? The retros are respawning and hoping to recreate those glory days.
They look pretty serious. The tough shell should expect some payback. Explosive fire! It seems that they're almost unbreakable.
They're making it look effortless. The big splash secured a cash out. History repeats itself for the Retros. The Big Splasher unlocking all three.
Watch out!
The Big Splasher out in front.
Throwing a grenade!
The Mighty swooped up a cash box. And just like that, a cash box has a new owner. Quick work by the Big Splash. The Tough Shells are taking a crack at opening Vault 4.
Back in action.
Reloading!
The Big Splasher at the head of the line. Half of this match has been played now. The competition is getting fierce.
It's building to a crescendo, Scotty. They just couldn't wrestle in on that play, Scotty.
The Mighty are back on the scene.
The pressure is building. The Tough Shells could be in line for some serious retribution.
A swift steal in a cash box captured by the Tough Shells. Fantastic steal by the Tough Shells.
A move that definitely sets the stakes higher, Scotty.
The Retros are falling behind at the moment. The Retros are re-entering the arena. Impressive steal by the Big Splash. What it's like to be in the arena. It's a testament to that spirit.
You're right, Scotty. The energy and pressure are off the charts. Every play.
The Tough Shells will need to try again. Team wiped.
Tough luck. No way to soften that blow.
They're on a roll. The Big Splash are steering this match now. The Tough Shells just made their return to the arena.
Retaliation is on its way. The Retros need to be prepared.
The Big Splash are accessing Vault.
Turret deployed!
A vault is being pierced by the Tough Shells. The Retros swooped up a cash box. A cash box just changed hands. The Big Splash has a chance to shine here. The Retros can't seem to flip the script. Our contestants need to pick it up a notch.
Don't worry, Scotty. I won't tell anyone if you start sweating.
The Mighty grabbed a cash box. Only 30 seconds left, and the pressure is on.
Can anyone pull off a last-second miracle?
Seconds left. Slightly less than a mighty performance from the mighty. They're down again.
They've been outfoxed and outflexed.
The big splash swooped up a cash box. We're finally down to the last 30 seconds. What a match!
No room for hesitation now. Our teams must act fast.
Great move there by the tough shells, stealing that cash out.
Remember, that's illegal in many jurisdictions, but not here.
10 seconds. Well, the big splash are the team to beat as we plunge into the final round.
And the tough shells will join our upcoming two-team clash. They're ready to launch a hard-hitting attack on the top spot.
The Tough Shells versus the Big Splash. Final flash. Time to clash and grab the cash.
It's the moment we've all been waiting for. The final round. The team to reach 50,000 first will emerge as the winners. Are you nervous, Scotty?
Well, June, I've been in our contestants' shoes myself. Not letting the pressure get to you is the key to victory.
Are you seeing this, Scotty? This could set the pace for the rest of the match.
I hope we get to see more of that. The Tough Shells grab the cash box. They're making their mark. Momentum rising for the Tough Shells.
I'm back! Reloading!
The match has its first team wipe, and it's one for the books.
The Big Splash are back in action.
They're back in one piece, but the tough shells might be their target for retaliation.
Now that's a proper steal.
Scotty, it's a game changer. Shifting. Now anyway.
First cash out goes to the Big Splash. Let's see whether they can keep that momentum going.
Pushing themselves full force into this match.
The Big Splash can't catch a break. Team wipe again.
No need for towels. They've been left high and dry.
Vault 2 is being pierced by the tough shells.
Contestant is collecting eliminations one after another.
I guess lightning does strike more than once. Another team wipe for the Big Splash.
Talk about a belly flop.
Wipeout!
We've got the Big Splash returning to the arena.
They'll be itching for revenge after that exit. The tough shells need to stay vigilant.
It's not a shell game, but the tough shells have just tucked a cash box into a cash out station.
Moving! Watch out, down here! I'm going down there! Recharge arm! Enemy gas grenade!
Tough act to follow in the arena as the tough shells complete a cash out. Vault 3 is getting siphoned by the tough shells.
Charge to cash out C.
The tough shells swooped up a cash box.
Relocating!
Mind the mine.
We've reached halftime and the energy is unstoppable.
You said it, Scotty.
Cash out started by the tough shells. Keep this up and they'll prove they were the hardest team to crack in this entire tournament. Another team wipe for the big splash. When it rains, it pours.
They can still turn the tide, Scotty.
The big splash have respawned. Let's see how they bounce
Gonna
back.
jump!
Things could get rough if they run into the tough shells again.
Took a hit! Getting you back! Back in action! I'm reloading!
It's lights out in the arena just as the spotlight swings to our winners, the tough shells. From all of us here at the finals, thanks for watching. viewers. Today we're diving into the digital. It's Sis Horizon, where our contestants will face off in a virtual landscape like no other. Now, the live wires, the shock and awe, the mighty, and finally, the retros. Let's get started.
Warm evening colours in the sky can only mean it's magic hour with good visibility in the arena.
Live wires are powering through opening vault 2.
And it's shaking things up.
We've got the retros returning to the arena.
Going in. Yes.
Fantastic steal by the shock and awe.
One skill play can change the game.
RPG en route. I'm reloading. I'm back. Shot reload.
We've got the shock and awe returning to the arena.
They've had time to gather their strength. The mighty better be ready to meet them heads on.
A strong offensive push by the mighty as they cash out. The mighty are showing their strength.
Reloading.
The retros have been stopped in their tracks again.
They looked a bit outdated out there. A contestant is on an elimination streak.
The mighty are in control of the match.
All four, advance.
I see a new vault just surfaced. It's time for a showdown. The live wires jolt forward, opening vault 3.
Going over there. I'm going to use that zip line. Moving.
The shock and awe are back in action. The live wires swooped up a cash box.
Took him out.
The live wire starts a cash out.
Defense working its magic. Taking damage.
Midway through, and oh boy, the action has been relentless.
Easy.
A cash box has a new owner, folks. It's with the live wires now.
Watch out! Up there!
Eliminations are piling up for a contestant out there. Let's see how far they can take it.
The live wires just jump-started a cash out. Another surprise and another team-wide blocking off.
Scotty, to inspire or...
Fantastic steal by the mighty. Far from obsolete, the retros steal a cash out.
Will they make this a spree, I wonder?
Cash out by the retros.
A flawless steal led to a big payout.
Over steal on D!
A vault has just appeared. The fight for fortune continues.
Let's move to Vault 5. Seize Vault 5.
Time to gear up for a close encounter with combat. We didn't translate the rules into whatever language these folks speak, so expect some major infractions.
Things are rarely normal in the arena, but this time I can confirm that things are still paranormal. Our alien invasion event is still active. The cash box. Nothing can stop the mighty.
The mighty are working together as one and ready for everything.
The mighty take the top spot.
Nothing to worry about. Secure cash out A.
Less than a minute on the clock. Now is the time to shine.
The teams need to leave it all in the arena.
Mighty are forcing open a vault. Left for our contestants to change the game.
Let's see if anyone's got a final trick up their sleeve.
Another tumble for the mighty. Team wiped.
More plight than might for them. Seconds left.
Steal cash out A.
The clock is ticking. Just 30 seconds remain.
The teams need to give it everything they've got right now.
Seconds left. The live wires pulled the plug on the competition, finishing first in the round. They're the ones to chase down in the next match.
And in the spotlight, we also have the mighty who won the right to advance by coming in second.
contestants are about to clash in the heart of Monaco, where the difference between victory and defeat literally lurks around every corner. All right, the Steamrollers, the Retros, the Overdogs, and finally, the big splash. And the doors are open. Go, go, go.
Grab your sunglasses and your game face. Clear skies and bright weather set the stage for action.
Duck, cover, and compete. The landscape is anything but ordinary this round.
Overdogs have an early lead.
The Overdogs are standing proudly on their hind legs, unlocking Vault 1.
The cards are not stacked against you, right?
Bienvenue dans les rues magnifiques de Monaco. Nos participants vont s'affronter aujourd'hui sous les regards de nos sponsors.
That was our first elimination of this match, and in all likelihood, not the last.
It's sink or swim time.
You're right. Who will rise to the occasion? This is it, the first team wipe of the round.
The Steamrollers take charge. First cash out triggered.
Steal cash out fee. Okie dokie.
The Overdogs have respawned. The Retros just jump-started a cash-out.
Steal on B, going in. Affirmative. Yep.
Impressive steal by the Overdogs.
Risky moves reap rewards.
Logging for an active.
The Retros are back. Team response. What a way to open the match. The Steamrollers land the first cash out.
Sensational teamwork from the Steamrollers. If they can stay organized like this, the other teams could be in deep trouble.
Steal on A, going in. They're down. Throwing some poison. Target Vault 3.
The Steamrollers are unrolling Vault 3.
Quick to cash out C.
That's a cash out by the Overdogs.
They stole it fair and square. All perfectly legal here at the
Move up
finals.
on cash out C.
The Steamrollers swooped up a cash box. The Retros are back, opening Vault 4.
I'm back. Trap is set.
At the halfway mark, the competition is heating up.
The energy is electric, and these players are feeding off it.
Go! Move to cash out D!
Attack that contestant!
It's back to the past again for the Retros with another wipe on the board.
They'll be in need of a comeback now.
Cash out set in motion by the Steamrollers.
Go in for a steal on D now!
The big splash grabbed the cash box. The big splash jump into the deep end. Cash out underway.
Bringing you back!
In my prime, every match was a battle for honor. These players are out here carving their own legends in a similar blaze of glory.
Indeed, carving legends on the fly is what the finals is all about.
It's a dominant display. The Overdogs are out in front. You can't stop the Steamrollers once they get going, and they just cashed out.
The Steamrollers' engines are running smooth thanks to strong teamwork. Throw away your physics textbooks and hold on to your chair. Things are about to move a bit differently.
Fantastic steal by the Retros.
Definitely not a defensive strategy.
Top gas out!
Another team wipe for the Overdogs. They're off their game today.
Scotty, I bet there'll be some bowed heads and tucked tails on that team.
1 minute warning. This 1 minute warning was brought to you by Isolt.
Let's see who can handle the pressure.
Gnarly. That's a catch out for the Retros.
And it was all made possible by a well-timed steal.
A reminder that our contestants will not experience any muscle atrophy or skeletal deterioration during our low-gravity event. It's all fun and games in the arena. Who wants it more? Our contestants have 30 seconds to show the world.
Every move counts.
Out there!
10 seconds.
I've got the poison! Steal it!
to the overdogs. They're the ones to muzzle in our next round.
And with a powerful performance, the Steamrollers are moving to the next round too.
Ready for some vertical action, folks. Our contestants are about to battle it out amid the skyscrapers of Seoul. Here we go. The Kingfish, the Shock and Awe, the Boundless, and finally, the Powerhouses. All right, let's see who wants it more. Let's go.
Our contestants' skills will need to shine through the fog tonight as we have more visibility in the arena.
This match's arena is a work in progress, offering contestants unique opportunities to exploit the construction site. And balls are being uncorked by the Powerhouses.
Buckle up, everyone. Our first elimination is sending a message. This match is on.
That's the finals for you, folks.
Exactly, and it's why we love this show. Anything can happen. And we got our first team wipe of the match.
Finally run into an obstacle. Save and wipe.
The Boundless are back in action.
The Kingfish caught them off guard earlier. Payback could be in the cards.
Cash out locked in. The Powerhouses are on their way.
Okay, let's go.
Impressive steal by the Shock and Awe. Team wipe calamity for the Shock and Awe.
That'll be a shock to their system.
I'm back.
The Shock and Awe have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
Coming for payback. The Powerhouses better brace for impact.
Oh, look at that steal by the Powerhouses. The Kingfish
Throwing the poison. Missile fire.
ball seems to just keep coming for the Boundless.
Looks like they just hit the ceiling.
Team wipe.
A powerful performance by the Powerhouses.
All a result of a beautifully set up steal.
The Kingfish are trying to rule the waters, unlocking Vault 3.
People,
Okay.
The Kingfish grabbed a cash box.
Placing a turret!
The Shock and Awe swoop in and snag a cash box from their opponents.
Move to cash out seat.
At the midway point, the energy is undeniable.
I imagine the sponsors are pleased with the results so far.
The powerhouse has got hold of a cash box. Cash out launched by the Kingfish. They're in their element now. Rotten luck for the Shock and Awe. Another team wipe.
That probably shook them up a bit.
Overwhelming power. They're out.
The Kingfish swooped up a cash box. The Shock and Awe are back. Team respawned. The Boundless are in hot water now. The Shock and Awe hit by another team.
That's an absolute shocker, Scotty.
Masterclass in teamwork and individual brilliance, igniting the arena with every play.
Teamwork and individual brilliance in one match. This is pure entertainment.
The Boundless are back.
A triumphant return. Powerhouses might be top of the payback list.
Crowning their efforts, the Kingfish just secured a cash out.
Schooling is a proven defense against predators, and the Kingfish are using it here in the arena. And it's not a fan of loitering. All contestants standing still for too long will probably regret it.
The Boundless are tapping into a vault. The powerhouses have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
They've had time to plan their next move, so the Kingfish need to stay on top of this.
Our orbital lasers event is still active, so our contestants need to keep moving to avoid going out like a light. 30 seconds left. Who will make the final move?
This is the moment. It's our move and shine. And here we go. Overtime. The battle isn't over yet.
advantage for the powerhouses as they get wiped again.
Scotty, even the best come grinding to a halt.
Time's almost up, folks. 30 seconds to go.
Our teams are fighting at the very last second.
The powerhouses have respawned.
I sense some payback coming after that team wipe earlier. Watch out, the shock and awe.
Steal cash out deep.
10 seconds.
Pipeline time. Come on.
Topping the leaderboard are the Kingfish. The other teams will have to avoid getting hooked next round.
And let's not forget to mention the shock and awe who also qualified.
Skyway Stadium, where the stakes pile as high as the rooftops. Who will come out on top in this aerial showdown? All right, the Retros, the Big Splash, the Tough Shells, and finally, the Jet Setters. Unleash our contestants.
I'm going up there. Darkness blankets the arena, but our contestants are wide awake and ready for chaos.
There have been some adjustments to the arena for this match. I'm curious to see how that elevated hotel area will affect our team's strategy. And not even a polite hello before they got started.
Well, Scotty, Sometimes actions speak louder than words.
Throwing fire!
Cash box is armed!
The jet setter swooped up a cash box.
Let's go for cash out A.
Danger at cash out B! Danger at cash out A!
The jet setters waste no time. They've begun the match's first cash out. The Retros aren't wasting any time. They just snagged a cash box from their opponents. Momentum building. Cash out initiated by the Retros.
Poison en route! With a wave of skill, the big splash steal a cash out.
That could be a game changer.
Scanning for opponents!
A huge move from the big splash. They've surged into the lead. Smart and steady play from the Retros.
Solid teamwork like this could really pay off for the Retros.